Plate final, New Zealand against South Africa. It's the match that many thought would be the cup final, but both of these sides having to settle for the secondary competition, both losing their quarter-finals. New Zealand to England by 17 points to 12, South Africa to Argentina. The head-to-head show that New Zealand have a comprehensive advantage, 24 wins to South Africa's 6, but the last time that they met, the cup final in Adelaide in the last stage of this 7 series, the final score was New Zealand 7, South Africa 15. 18 tries for New Zealand, 19 for South Africa, and they both conceded the same amount. Errors made 19 by New Zealand. Gordon Titchins, their coach with the high standards, will be a little bit disappointed with his side's progress, but they're still in the plate final. And by dint of the fact that South Africa haven't got to the final and can't win it, New Zealand have wrapped up the series. But plenty of pride to play for. This is the South African side. Zankwa is their points machine. Jury's couple of tries in the victory over Scotland in the last round. Gio Aplon is only on the bench for them. And the cheerleaders get themselves ready for the arrival of the two teams, New Zealand and South Africa. Andy Nicholl, surprised to see these two in the plate final rather than the cup final.
Well, it just shows how competitive the tournament's been. But, you know, New Zealand, South Africa, two of the oldest rivalries in world rugby at 15 aside, and it is still the same at 7 aside. Great to see the black shirt and the green shirt going against each other. Traditional rivalries, no love lost. I think we'll be in for a cracker. This could be a really eventful next 14 minutes.
Yep, promises to be a very interesting affair. Our referee is a Welshman, and he is James Jones. Big game for him. And the various players from both sides head off to the sidelines. Referee having a word with the New Zealand points machine, Tomasi Thama. Try against Portugal, conversion against England, tries against Wales and Argentina and Moldova. He's had a good weekend here in London. Penultimate game then, the plate final, still to come the cup final. And that's the kick-off from New Zealand, taken by Juries. Strong run from Frankie Horn. DJ Forbes, the New Zealand captain, there to help out, and there's Juries. Out to Floors for South Africa. Oh, that's a nice little break there from MJ Mens. He's very speedy. Oh, almost gets the pass away. Thama does well. Now there was a deliberate penalty try, I think.
Oh, that's a bad decision. I think Tomasi Thama absolutely read this and just didn't catch it. He went with two hands and he didn't catch it. But let's see it again. Well, it says there's no attempt to intercept here, but look at this here. He's going with two hands. I think that is a tough call. He just read it.
Long way out. I know he was the last line of defence. That's a big call from the referee.
If he'd gone with one hand and knocked it down, fair enough. Great call, James Jones. But he went with two hands on that. I just think he read the play very well. He knew he was going to pass it, so he went for the interception. That's a tough call.
Controversial start. The Welsh referee right at the centre of it. New Zealand 0, South Africa 7. Here we go again. Ments.
He's got two hands in that. He can't. That's it. He didn't catch it. That was his only thing he did wrong. It should be a scrum for South Africa, not 7 points.
So, very interesting start. Gordon Titchins, penny for his thoughts at the moment, the New Zealand coach. DJ Forbes coming underneath that one for New Zealand, their captain. Inspirational captain. Thama out towards Zar Lawrence. And this is Lawrence on a bursting run. Zar Lawrence, options to his left and his right. Coming into play now. Lawrence doesn't need them at the moment. Brought down about 10 metres away from the line. Here go New Zealand again, over the top of DJ Forbes to Thama. Can Thama retrieve the situation of just a few moments ago when he conceded the penalty try? Yes, he can. From villain to hero, try for New Zealand. And the South African lead is down to 2 points, and it may not be 2 points for very much longer because he was right underneath the posts there.
Well, he'll convert his own try here, so he's had a big part to play in the both tries so far. You can see he's equal top scorer here today and yesterday in London, but as soon as a team as good as New Zealand make as much inroads as they did here, this is the end of it. Nigel Hunt put a long pass in here, there's plenty of options, but look at the footwork that Tomasa Kama puts in there, and he can get away from the last tackle, and he gets underneath the post for the easy 2 extra points. But when a team like New Zealand get in behind you as they did there when Zara Lawrence made the break, and then get quick ball, it was just a matter of who was going to score and when.
And I imagine he was pretty angry as well at that stage as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, he saw himself that he went for the ball. You'll have seen the replay in the big screen seat at Twickenham, and he knows it was a tough call, but you just got to get on with it, and that's what he did.
7 each then. As DJ Forbes with that ball head. And out go New Zealand to the right-hand side. This is Stammer against him, plenty of the ball early on. Oh, that's just brilliant from Nigel Hunt. Hunt with one last line of defence to get past. Where's the support? There it is. It's Raikkonen in the corner. Lotte Raikkonen opens up his account in this match, crashing in the right-hand side after the burst from Hunt. And Raikkonen, 47th try in his World Series career. This is all about Nigel Hunt.
Yeah, he just gets the ball here. Look, the Mentz was on the ground there. MJ Mentz was on the ground and he was the defender that probably would have had Hunt, but then Rakabula supports and they get a try. I tell you, New Zealand, I don't know why I keep saying Australia, New Zealand look like they've got their game faces on in this plate final, and they're up for this certainly. 2 good tries.
Thammer for the extra 2. Just the wrong side of the right upright.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
So no further points. 12 points to 7, New Zealand lead. They've had a funny weekend, New Zealand. Just scraped past Argentina yesterday. Against the Moldovans, many people were expecting a sort of record score. They won it, 38-14, but a lot of people had the highest aggregate score and so on and so forth at their fingertips, just because Moldova's first tournament.
Everyone was looking in the air there. There was a little bit of Nigeria.
Beat Wales 24-0, that was pretty comprehensive, but then lost to England in the quarter-finals.
Well, it was a remarkable quarter-final of that. Tom Biggs just got in the corner at the last moment, and what a try it was. But, you know, New Zealand will not be happy. DG Forbes, they're the captain. You know, they go into every tournament expecting to win. So here they are, find themselves in the second round of finals, if you like. They won't be happy.
Here is South Africa, and this is Kabamba Floors running forward, out by Umbiozo.
5 back.
Penalty against New Zealand.
You're off your feet, and you're not rolling away.
Double penalty.
And probably 3 or 4 other offences by both teams. But James Jones decided to penalise the All Blacks, and the Springbok now have a chance just to set something up again off the training ground, see what they can, if they can get an extra man somewhere and exploit it. That's
Zankwa getting the ball rolling, as it were. Juries brought down to ground. That's Raikkonen doing the work there, trying to get his hand in. Out by Zankwa. Zankwa again into the hands of Mbiozo. And this is Juries out to Mentz. Mentz and DJ Forbes in attendance. Forbes puts the tackle in. Mentz gets back to his feet. Forbes is helped out. Mentz on the ground, a metre away. Penalty against South Africa. Not releasing.
You place the ball, then you take your hand away, please.
Great defence from DJ Forbes.
Yeah, well, there's a great lesson there. He missed the first tackle, but he made sure he got right back in it again and forced the turnover. Great play there by the Kiwi captain, saved a sound try. I thought it was a try all the way initially, but great perseverance in defence.
Defensive clearance.
I've awarded the line out.
Line out awarded with 5 seconds on the clock until the end of this first half.
You can see the defence here. He tackles him, but he misses him really, but he gets back up and then he forces it. we could discuss every ruck and every tackle here, Johnny, to say is there an offence there. It's up to the referee which one he wants to penalise, really.
Fama to Lawrence. Lawrence on the inside, and he finds Israel Dag. Here's DJ Forbes again with Raikambula on the pass. He doesn't quite grab hold of it. That'll go out of play.
Knock forward, half time.
That'll be the half-time whistle. So half-time, New Zealand with the advantage, having conceded the early penalty try. New Zealand 12, South Africa 7. New Zealand striking back through Fama, who gave away the penalty try, and then Raikambula as well.
Well, it's everything we expected. Two highly physical, highly motivated sides there, trying to get a bit of bragging rights for the last tournament next week up in Edinburgh. But Tomasi Fama there, heavily involved, conceded the penalty try, which I thought was dubious to say the least, and then scored the equalising try, and then set up the one that's taken them into a 5-point lead. And you know, the next one, Gordon Tetchin's there. Let's see what he's saying.
Straight ball, just take it straight. Look at the hole, stick it, go.
You know, the great thing about Gordon Tetchins, he's got so much experience that he will have faced every situation over the years that they're faced with now. You know, they've been 12-7 up against South Africa probably in many, many tournaments. They've also probably done things in the tactics that have gone right or wrong in the first half that he knows how to react to, what to do at the right time. So, very experienced coach there, saying all the right things to get the team to try and stay 5 points clear, but at the very least come the second half, because they'll want a trophy. Okay, it's not the big one, it's not the cup, but they'll want as many points as possible from this play.
Experienced and optimistic. He's still got his sunglasses on. Very optimistic, Gordon.
Save them for Edinburgh next week.
The sun always shines in Edinburgh, Andy.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell you, next score is absolutely vital. South Africa get it, game on. New Zealand get it. It wouldn't be game over, but it'd be a long way back from South Africa.
So here we go then, really absorbing first half. How will the second pan out? South Africa trailing by 5, 1 try. Knocked forward by Zankwa. Oh, came off the foot, you heard the referee there. And that's a storming run from Mbiozo. Penalty against. Again, this is a, what is that, second, third, fourth time that they haven't released on the ground?
It is, but again, I just reiterate what I said earlier. It is a bit contentious because a ruck's been formed, yet still there's hands on it. Whose hands are on it first? Who's the offender? Now, James Jones, in the last 2 occasions has penalised the Springboks, but he could easily have gone the other way, quite frankly, as far as I'm concerned.
Line out. New Zealand throw. And they lead by 5. Fama throws, Raikambula's up and sends the ball back into the hands of Fama. This is Zara Lawrence, spills the ball, advantage South Africa. It's a bouncing ball, and this is Kabamba Floors. This is Mens up against Hunt. It's going to be a sprint for the line. Who's going to win it? Hunt gets there, Mens stays on his feet, Mens is going to go, is he in the corner? MJ Mens scores for South Africa. It was a starting kind of a run from him, but eventually he goes over and we're level pegging with 5.5 minutes of the match to go and the conversion.
He's breathing hard, but no wonder. That was a long buster of a run here. And you can see it's a good step, and then it's a foot race. Now, Nigel Hunt is quick, and you see it, it's a real foot race, but Nigel Hunt's bearing down on him, and he's the understanding that he's not got the pace, so he stops. If he'd kept going there, Nigel Hunt had him, he'd probably been tackled at the touch. Great awareness by MJ Metz about how fast he was going and how fast the defender was going to be able to stop and get back to his feet and get the try, the equalising try.
2 real speedsters going head to head there. Zankwa with a chance to put South Africa ahead. But he skewed it, and it remains 12 all with 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Extra time could be on the cards.
Well, I said that for next try, vital. South Africa got it, so it's an equal ball game going the last 4 and a bit minutes. Mistakes now are crucial. A bit of magic is crucial. Who's got the player that can make the difference?
Joe Aplon's come on for South Africa. He's scored plenty of tries yesterday. 1 against France, 3 against Spain, 2 against England. He's wearing the 2 shirt and he's got the grey scrum cap on. And this is Floors now. Running forward. Pass on the inside. South Africa certainly with the advantage at the moment. Having said that, Thamma comes up but just stumbles at the vital moment.
Time off, Kirky, please.
Yeah, there was a lot of knockings on there. I didn't know who did the first one there. I thought Kabamba Floors was getting away for a moment, but very strong player, very popular player in South Africa. Let's have a look closer up here. You can see that he just managed to get a knock in there, but you just thought that could have gone anywhere for anyone. Tomasa Thamma almost got away, got a little knock on his head for his troubles. Very committed both sides, as you'd expect.
Well, this is the match they both love to win, isn't it? I mean, although they're not in the major final, I know Samoa and Fiji are up there as well, but these two have really ruled the roost so far as this year's 7 series.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, these two are the best sides consistently throughout the IRB series, but here they find themselves in the plate final. But as I said earlier, this could just be a bounce match in Wellington or Pretoria, and they'd want to smash each other and win the game. There's a real rivalry, historical rivalry between South Africa and New Zealand. Both sides want to win this.
Time is on. Approach, straight okay, touch, pause, engage.
So Lawrence picks the ball up well inside his own 22. Forbes to that is the scrum half.
He's on his feet, he's more right. No, he's on his feet.
Oh, they've turned it over, South Africa. Juries has it. Picked up by Zankwa. This is Floors. Floors of the straight run. Tackled by Chad Chuoro. Let me guess. Not released on the floor?
Well, I think it was for going off his feet this time. Trying to bridge it, seal it off.
Wait. That's 2 attempts to slow the ball down.
Oh, that's
yellow. Zankwa.
Well, he's not taking anything from the players, I have to say. James Jones, the referee, he's been very clear in what he's saying. My goodness, that's a harsh. Well, it's a predictive. He's been penalised for going off his feet there. You see that all the time. He's bridging. Sometimes he's penalised, sometimes they're not. It was then he said, the referee said that he slowed it down twice, and hence why he's got the yellow card. But it's a huge call with only 2 and a bit minutes to go. He's going to be off the pitch for most of them.
So 7 against 6. New Zealand with the advantage. Are they going to make it count? Trying their best now over the 22.
Must be a penalty against New Zealand if he's been consistent.
Raikumbula is in there. South Africa turned it again, have they? No, not forward. New Zealand scrum. Just a few tempers, perhaps becoming a little frayed down there.
Well, they know, both teams know there's 2 minutes to go. You're getting right into the realms of next score wins it for you. And when it's things like that, when both teams think that they can get the ball or think there should be a penalty, then frustrations can boil over.
Time off, lads.
Shui Tavaki has come on for New Zealand. There's another change as well with Daniel Damas coming on. Floors is coming off for South Africa.
He was trying to release.
There's Damas. 2 tries against France yesterday.
Time on. Touch. Pause,
so all
engage.
change. Fresh legs could make the vital difference. Thamma. Backdoors Lawrence. And that's Shui Tavaki. Forbes. Thamma. With an option over on this side, dropped by Raikumbula. South Africa have the advantage. Referee's actually going to go back for the scrum.
Well, remembering they've got the extra man, they didn't need to throw that pass. You know, Tomasi Thamma just had to set it up, give it to Raikumbula, set up the contact. When you've got an extra man, it means that South Africans, 6 defenders, have to work so hard. If you can just keep playing phases when you've got an extra man in 7s, a gap will always appear, and what you cannot do is do unforced errors that New Zealand have now just given the ball back to South Africa.
Thamma. Well, the referee certainly made his presence felt in this match.
That's a quick 2 minutes, by the way.
Zankwa's back on the field of play. South Africa back up to 7. You're right.
Use it what easy, please, alright? Think about who he's speaking to. Crouch, touch, pause, engage.
Last minute, next try wins it.
Juries spies a gap. Not for very long. Zankwa at Plon. He's got Damas on his outside. Zankwa's in there very quickly indeed. Is Damas going to come away with the ball? Yes, he is. And then he's down on one knee, and then he's down again. Yeah, penalty against, didn't release there. New Zealand doing their best to get hold of it. This is Thammer now. Out onto the right-hand side. This is Chuidavaki. Oh, and that's a run from Hunt. Nigel Hunt is going to score the winning try for New Zealand, surely. Hunt in between the posts. Fine work by New Zealand. And that surely is it, with no seconds left on the clock. We'll have the conversion. New Zealand 17, South Africa 12. 64th try in his World Series career.
Well deserved, I have to say. I think they benefited from some of the referee decisions, but they were a victim, obviously, of the penalty try in the first minute. But worthy winners of the play. They'll be happy with it. They had to work very hard, but I think New Zealand are worthy winners of the plate final here at London.
So final score with the conversion, New Zealand 19, South Africa 12. New Zealand the plate winners here at Twickenham. And that victory, of course, means that they not only win the plate here, but they are the overall winners of the 2007-2008 IRB Sevens World Series. It's a tournament that they've dominated from its inception. They've won every year, apart from 2006 when Fiji won. But apart from that, it's been dominated by New Zealand. And once again in 2008, they are world champions, Andy Nicholl.
Yeah, they are, and well deserved. They won the first 4 or 5 tournaments, and they've dominated really. And South Africa have done very well to be in the mix. But you know, if they weren't going to get the points today, they were certainly going to get it next week in Edinburgh. So worthy winners. And worthy winners of the plate as well.
New Zealand 17, South Africa 12.
So a presentation to be made in just a moment to give the plate to the winning New Zealand side, and then we have the culmination of 2 days of exciting rugby. It is the cup final 2008 between Samoa and Fiji. Presentations made by Rob Patrick, the Vice President of Emirates Airlines, and Bob Taylor, the American President. Winners of the plate in 2008, your New Zealand team! So once again, your winners of the plate are the Emirates Airline LON7s.